Yes, faithful. What is going on? Deebs live on your YouTubes. How good? Something a little bit different for us. We've no trade as of yet, faithful. What do we got? 14 minutes. 14 minutes. I am relying on the chat to whether this trade has gone through. But big day to be a Swanee supporter, hey? Big day. Gee whiz, started off strong. Jai Sarong gets to the Schwannies. Future fourth back our way, as well as Jai Sarong for a future third. Not too bad. A lot of potential there, I guess. Unproven commodity in Jai Sarong, but definitely gives us a little bit of depth that we're always looking for in a key position player. Big lad. 196, I think he is. But yeah, it's interesting, chat. What's going on, chat? Saundo, Daniel's Pigeons, the ever reliable Saundo. We love that. We got Big Sammy in there, Octa AFL. How good? Is it Curnow or is it Curnever? If it doesn't happen, gee whiz, we're going to look a bit funny as a footy club, aren't we? We've created some big moves. Ollie Florent, faithful, no longer a Schwanny. It's a tough one to see. But that just shows the ruthless approach that the club's taken towards this trade period. I don't know about you, faithful, but I'm sick of losing grand finals. I'm sick of not having the guy up forward ever since even the last couple of years of Buddy, right? 22, 23. Was he at his best? Probably not. We've got a guy who can be a Buddy-like figure up there. Contested grabs. How often have we searched for contested grabs this year, faithful? And with our ball movement, Errol Goulden putting it down Charlie's throat. The Lizard putting it down his throat. Braden Campbell putting it down his throat. He grew up in an underground car park, for heaven's sake. But yeah, it's bloody interesting. Oflo is it's sad to see, faithful. You can't deny that. You absolutely cannot deny that. We're having the personal connection with him and Will, in Doozy and everything like that. It's tough to see. And look, if you're in your ideal world, you don't want to see one of them go. But if you want to bring in talent, something's got to give, and it looks like it's Ollie Florent and Will Haywood, but we don't know. Have we got any updates, faithful? 10 minutes to go. How are we looking in the chat? Are we nervous? How are we feeling? Gav, not overly upset. Ollie's gone. Great bloke, but he was not worth spending $600K a year for 5 years. Yeah, it'll be interesting, that deal through to Carlton, whether they took on his full salary or not. That would be, I'm sure that's going to be a part of that deal. I'd be surprised if Carlton took on the full 600K. That's just my opinion, but what would I know? I'm just an idiot podcaster at the end of the day. Riley Beveridge still confident gets a deal done. I think so as well. It is looking like Charlie Curnow and pick 42 back to us. I think that's what's been thrown around. And in return, the Blues received 2 first-rounders, the 11th pick in this year's draft, the future first, Will Haywood. So there's a bit of spice there for both teams. Carlton in a completely different facet of their list build to us. This is nearly shaping up as a little bit of a rebuild for them, but they could be on the go too. They get some improvement out of Ollie Florent. That can really have a positive impact on Carlton. I got no doubt about that. Big Eduardo Ringo, shout out to you, brother. Gav, Carlton people walking into the room. Gee whiz, come on, faithful. Curnow or later? Curnever. Gee whiz. Carlton just walked into Geelong's room. Gee whiz. Surely not. Surely not. Suns are going to be scary next year. Yeah, improving with a Petrarca going to the Suns, that's for sure. They got a good deal in the end for him, but, had to they'll be playing Clary Oliver's contract for a best part of $1 million, I reckon, 900,000. So, yeah, gee whiz, what's going on here? Big on your YouTubes. We absolutely are. Big on your YouTubes. Curnow, Cur later. Gee whiz. I tell you what, if speaking about the contra to that not going through, the opposite, if this deal doesn't go through, gee, we've created a big shake of this footy club, and it won't be for much reason. So fingers crossed that this gets through, faithful. Jamara to the Gold Coast. Yeah, look, I think with that one, it's came down to that last incident. I think he was too far off the Richter and too much work to get right. He actually got his hair cut, Jamara, at my barber where I get my hair cut, and the feedback wasn't overly great. Not the down to earth Bloods type character that you'd bring into your footy club. So I think that's what it came through. And then when Charlie sort of indicates that he really wants to come to the Swannies, yeah, it's I know who I'd rather on my list. It's Charlie, not Jamara. So yeah, we could well have dodged a bullet there. What else is going on in here, chat? Are we going to get a W in the chat? Ali Habak, shout out, brother. Hope he's well. What's going on in the chat? Just having a look at my chats. Nothing's come through yet. What do we got? 7 minutes, faithful. What else did we have go through? Jack Buller through to the Pies. Look, it's a little bit disappointing the way that's played out, but I think it's partly our fault too. There were stages at the start of this year when Jack Buller should have been played. You had Aaron Francis and the great Joel Hamling playing key forward positions in front of him when he was ready to go. And then he would have been looking around before the halfway mark of the year. And sometimes you just got no choice but to look at other options. And then when he did get his go, he showed a bit. I love what I saw from Jack Buller. But and initially going to him with the 1 year, yeah. So I get put off by the chat. It looks like Charlie Curnow deal will now be on the verge of getting completed. A host of Carlton staff is walking down the corridor and are in the Swans rooms. Gee whiz, come on, faithful. Go, boys. Merit's not getting done. Thanks for that poll. Gee, that's a stance from Essendon, isn't it? I reckon they've made a blue. Yeah, you want to keep your best player and all that, but the offer that was on the table from the Hawks, unreal. It's you'll never get an offer like that again. And I tell you what, Zachy Merritt steps down as skipper, and he's got to walk back into that club. Can you imagine? These Hunt Swans on the move, walking down the corridor. It could be on. Swans are on the move. Let's go. Come on, faithful. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to get this deal done. Are we happy, chat? Are we happy if Charlie gets to the club? Is it what you want to see? It doesn't go through without any risk. This is not he walks in and we dead set dominate. He's got to get his body right. He's got to adapt to what we do at the Swans, how we play. There could be a few teething issues per se, faithful, but we're worthy to give him the chance. Bring us Curnow. Dill, how are you, brother? Shout out to Big Dill. Kyle, how are you, bruz? Hope you're well. Stoked to get Sarong. He really looks like a player who dominated at VFL level. And yeah, he's just going to add that depth and, tall injuries. Tall players are always injuring themselves. We saw it at the start of this year. No forward line. You may even go back. Who knows? Let's go. Handshakes. We've got handshakes, I've heard. Gee whiz. Blues room handshakes. Sydney in the Carlton rooms. Gee whiz, is it Curnow? Is it Curnow? Come on. Roses Jr., huge. Yeah, good to talk on that too. He's going to be a player. Looking forward to this. Handshakes, shaking hands. Charlie Curnow, let's go, baby. Oh, take a deep rest, faithful. It's on now. Looks like it's done. What's the deal, faithful? Tell me what the deal is. Deal done. Lisa Hunt's gone. Deal done. It's done. Get in. Up the bloods. Handshakes. Let's go. Let's go. Charlie Curnow is a Swanee. Let's go, faithful. Let's absolutely go. Oh, my God. This is huge. Deal done. Yes. Charlie Curnow, what's the deal? Someone type up the deal for me if we could. Is it the 42 back that we thought? Is it the 42 back? Is it the pick 11, the future first, Will Haywood for Curnow and 42? Is that what it is? Nothing mentioned yet. Dubs, can I get some dubs in the chat? Can I get some dubs in the chat? It's a huge dub, faithful. It's a huge dub. Huge dub. It's look, the part of the deal, Will Haywood to the Blues. I tell you what, I honestly, in my heart of hearts, I feel for Ollie and Will, man. It's like, imagine going over to Brazil. You go over, 4 years still left on your contract at the Swannies, and you come back a bagger playing for the Blues. Gee whiz, I hope they've got a bump in their salaries. I really do. I hope it's a bit's gone their way because they've been forced out of the club. That's the harsh reality of it. But what an asset we get back. Charlie Curnow, he could be the difference, faithful. He could be the missing link that takes us to the promised land. Like, could be the guy. Dub in the chat. Come on. How good, faithful. How good. I loved him too, Dindy. I loved him too, mate. It's huge news. It's crazy. It's crazy. What's the deal? Can someone put the deal in the chat? Love to just see it on paper. Oh, Curnow. The real question is, does Charlie follow us back on Instagram? That's the huge deal. It'll be interesting. No deal through yet. Handshakes, though. How big, faithful? It's huge for the club. Name a bigger signing for the club, like trade-wise. Like, I know we've had a big free agent, but all that. But name me a bigger trade signing than Curnow. You can't. You simply can't. Oh, faithful. How do we feel? Thoughts and theories, faithful. Tell me how you're feeling. How do you feel? Losing Will. Losing Ollie. Couple first rounders out. Looks like we did get enough collateral back to have a go at Max King in the draft, and I think there's another academy kid who sounds like he could be a bit of a bolter. It's huge. We've got him, Curnow, Charlie Curnow. Curnow or Curnow? Let me know. Charlie Curnow. All the theatre, huge theatre. It's a W in the chat. That's all that I know. Far out, faithful. It's huge. Up the Bloods. Up the mighty bloody Bloods, man. How are we feeling, faithful? Are we stoked? Are we over the moon? Are we dead set over the moon? I can't wait to see Charlie leading out a full forward, man. Charlie, like Grundy, Extraction, Rowie, handball to Heaney, to Goulden, to Charlie Curnow. Like, come on. Is Curnow going to become a thing? Or do I have to correct myself and say Charlie Curnow? That's the question, faithful. That's a big question. Archie, no Archie trade, no merit trade. There you go. Interesting. Will Archie get through? What, are they just going to pick him up for nothing? Like, I haven't heard how that's going to go through. What else have we got here? Jeez, I'll tell you what, Faithful, I don't know how to work this live stream thing. I'd love to be able to invite people in and that, but I just don't know how to do that on here. I think I need a third-party program. So definitely going to look into that. Probably next year we'll look into that. For sure. Definitely something Mads and I want to do. Jack Tui, most glad that we didn't lose Rowie. Absolutely, man. I was more than comfortable with that if that's what it took to unlock the Curnow deal. Ends up being Wilbur. Different players. But look, at the end of the day, I'm pretty happy that this deal's got done. Very, very happy. Lol's Cow Product. Yeah, mate, I'll be reaching out for sure. Can send us a DM on Instagram, man. That'd be awesome. Love to talk through that. And if you can help us, that'd be sick. Cats with empty pockets besides their cotton on bags. Absolutely. What a disgrace that was. What a disgrace. Cheated the system, went over the salary cap or didn't declare third-party payments, whatever it was. Yeah, nuts. That's a $70,000 fine, and you compare it to something that we were given and we're banned for trading for 2 years. It makes you furious. Talk about love childs of the AFL. That is the Geelong Footy Club, unfortunately. But it's not about them tonight. We've landed our man. We have landed our man, Charlie Curnow. I agree, Ali. They should get 3-year ban. Absolutely with you, mate. Is the train leaving station Curnow? Oh, yes, Trash. Love it, brother. How good, Faithful. How do we oversee this trade period? Like, Faithful, when we're not active, you get a lot of kickback from rusted on members and, you know, the faithful that we are, that we're not trying to improve our list. Has our list improved enough for you guys? Have we been active enough? Are you happy with this trade period? What's the overall feels? Is it a dub or is it an L? Tell me how you're feeling. Gee whiz. Yeah, we're going to look back on this one. There's a clear window, Faithful. We don't win one in the next 3 years. It's a disaster. And we look back at this tonight. What are we? The 15th of October, 2025. And we look back on this in 2-3 years and we haven't played in a grand final, or if it hasn't been what it's turned out to be. This is the point. This is the point in time where we're going to look back and say we didn't get it right. But I tell you what, we've given ourselves every chance to improve and go to the next level next year. Got to be pushing for top 4. That's what it comes down to. You need that second chance, the chance to win those qualifying finals, have the week off. That's what it's all about. It's we've tried something different. This isn't in the Blood's nature normally to be ruthless like this. Once you're a Blood for life. But we've been ruthless, Faithful. Imagine at the start of this year that we wouldn't have Will Hayward and Ollie Florent on our list. 2 key pillars at the start of this year of our team. 360, 370 games between them. Loyal servants to this club. You can't help but feel for them. But it's a move. It's the move we needed. Elliot Brett, Charlie Curnow. Curnows do not grow on trees. That's absolutely not. We've got the best player in this trade period, and I think you look at a Zach Merritt, and he had one destination and one destination only. Maybe he had to float himself out to a few other clubs that are in contention. Deal doesn't get done. Charlie's gone to Geelong, where he's probably his first preference, but they've got him through to the Swannies. He had his second alternative. We needed him. We wanted him. We got him. You got to be hats off to the club, Faithful. Hats off to the club. Got it done. Chris Keane, his legacy could be built on this trade. Lots spoken about Kinnear Beatson and all he's done for our club. Could be the start of Chris Keane. Absolutely. Love to see the reaction online. Swannies. How good, Faithful. Puts a smile on your face. Smile on your face. But yeah, it's got the highs of Charlie and you got the lows of Will and Ollie, man. It sucks. It's sad. It's such a different approach. I tell you what, if I didn't have the personal relationships with these guys, I wouldn't care as much as I do. When the personal connection with players makes the content that we can get so much better. And I was so looking forward to connecting with those guys with the doozy stuff and all that. But yeah, you just wish them the best of luck. You really do. You just really hope that it works out for them because it's ruthless. What's happened to them is ruthless. But from the Swannies' point of view, it's hopefully it all works out. It's a risk. Here we go. Polly Porridge. Swannies receive Curnow and pick 31 and 42 this year. And Carlton receive second round pick. Hold on. That's okay. There's a few more swappings. I'll have to say that on paper. Very hard to read out. Swans receive Curnow, picks 31 and 42 this year, and Carlton's second pick in 2027. They receive Haywood, first round pick in so pick 9 this year, pick 26, and so 3 first rounders. So we got that second rounder back. Yeah, that's large. That's a large deal. It's fine. We back traded you hope Carlton go backwards, man. You hope Carlton go backwards. We'll be barracking against them hard next year because the difference between an end of second round pick and the start of the second round, it's 20 picks, 18 picks or whatever it is. So yeah, we'll be barracking against Carlton next year. That's for sure. Overpaid for Curnow. He better harden up and start competing a lot better. He's no Buddy Franklin. There's no doubt about that. He's got some things to change in his game, and this is a risk. This is a risk, Faithful. There's no doubt that this just doesn't happen. He's got to really get himself right. Big off season up to Sydney and try and get this done. It's definitely a change, huge change that Charlie's got to make in his game. Forward pressure is going to have to be added to his game, as well as bringing that contested marking, hitting up on the lead. So let's just wrap up here, Faithful. Haven't got too much else for you. It's a huge deal. Let's just recap the deal for Charlie Curnow. Swans receive Curnow, pick 31 and pick 42 this year, and Carlton's second round pick in 2027. So that's 2 years away. And they receive back Will Haywood and 3 first round picks. Is that right? Including this year. So this year's first round pick and the future two future first round picks. It's massive. It's a massive deal. Hopefully we're at the top of the ladder. And, those picks are in the teens. That's what you got to hope for. Because this is a huge moment in our club's history to try and win a flag. I tell you what, it's a massive deal. Massive deal. But we've got a fair bit back too. So Wrap up that trade period, faithful. Marcus Rosas comes to the Swannies. Forward pressure, small forward. Looking forward to that. Getting in with Paps. I think he'll learn so much off of Tommy Papley. Like, get excited for that, faithful. That's huge. Who else have we got? Jai Sarong makes his way to the Swannies for not too much, a future third, basically. We got a future fourth back. Absolutely no issues there. Adds huge amounts of depth, and he'll be looking to break in through that side. Looks like he has the ability to go forward and back. So looking forward to that. Buller makes his way to the Pies. Ollie and Will Hayward to the Baggers. But we've landed our man. It's a lot. We've given up a lot, but could all be worth it if we're playing off for that in that last weekend in September and going the way to win that flag. That's what this is about, faithful. This isn't about trying to, improve your list. This is trying to win a flag. This is your chips in, but there is no guarantees with draft picks. You can still improve if you don't have those draft picks. So looking forward to it, faithful. Thanks for joining us on this live. We've landed our man. Let's absolutely go. We'll speak to you soon. Up the Bloods, up the potty. Just touching on that, Mads and I will be recording tomorrow night live in the AFL Today studio, and that will be out on Friday morning. So stick around on your socials. We'll post all that stuff. And thanks very much for joining, faithful. Go boys. Up the Bloods, up the bloody potty. Charlie Curnow. Let's go. Curnow. Curnow? Later. Curnow. Let's go.